I wanted to get your thoughts on Billboard just put out their top 50 rappers, and I know it's totally...
Who?
Billboard.
I don't fuck with Billboard or the editor.
I know it's totally subjective, but they put you at 18. How does that sit with you? Is that good or bad, or what do you think about that?
Billboard ain't hip-hop, so their opinion don't matter.
Right.
So who gives a fuck?
I mean, I agree with that. Everyone from Mount Westmore made it except for Too Short, man. Is that a bit of a snub to leave him off the list, man, when he's such a legend?
Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? It's an irrelevant list. You know what I mean? It's like assholes. You know what I mean? Everybody got one and they all stink. So there it is.
You pay attention to any of these lists ever, or everyone is just like next?
No.
It's just
I got my own list.
Yeah. You're number one of that list?
Of course. But I could dig it. Everybody got an opinion.
Yeah.
It's cool with it.
Billboard and Vibe magazine, right? They came out with a top 50 rappers of all time list, and they had Jayz at number 1, and they had Tupac at number 4. And a whole lot of people was mad about it, man. You had some people that felt like, you know, Jayz, he was at number 1, and he should be at number 1. And you had some people that felt like Tupac, he should be at number 1. So I want to ask you, man, how you feel about it, man? Tupac or Jayz?
To me, Tupac. Only reason why you inching Jay past Tupac because he got goddamn Beyonce. You take Beyonce away, then bar for bar, yeah, he might rap better than Pac, but Pac came with the heart. That's different. It's just different. You can't beat that. You can never beat the heart, bro. If Pac was here, who you think the girl would have been with? You still can't act. You can't do no movies. You can't do what Pac was doing. Come on, how can you be better than Pac? You one shot Charlie. You just the best at your one shot. That boy was a triple threat. I did groups that were successful, solo albums that were successful, and movies that were successful. Hands down, partner. Nobody ever recorded as fast as him, put out as many songs as him. And baby, the girls didn't love you like that until you got the money, man. Pac could walk in the room and bro, like, hey man, your bitch gonna look, man.
The one I agree with them, and this is not being political, is they put Jay-Z first. Now, why do I say Jay-Z first? And I agree, is because historically, there's certain rappers who were the gods at the time, who had flows like nobody else. But when they got older in age, it almost sounded like to the hip hop, hippy dippy dippy dip dip. It don't sound current with 2023. Jay-Z just dropped the God Did, where he spit for eight minutes straight. And not just because he's the richest. It's just, I agree with it. Some of the best rappers that we ever looked up to fell off when they got older. It's just the bottom line. When they try to make new music, they use played out words, played out flows. Be honest.
What it is, running it down on these niggas. Sex, drugs, money, and murder, my nigga. You know how we did it, my nigga. Still be planting them bitches, my nigga. Ripping that roll, fucking your bitches. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. 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 Niggas, they never gon' hurt you. Niggas, they never will hurt you. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. Got the trap spot, understand how to get that. Ran down on them niggas with a flip back. Knew I never seen none of nigga live like that. I was still getting stacks back. Had to fuck around getting them packs back. Niggas.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Scotty. You know, before we start this video, I want y'all to do is smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and make sure y'all hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and smash the like button. It's your boy Bullis Gotti. It's the Bullis Gotti Show. Salute.
It's your boy Bullis Gotti. I'm back with another one. This video right here that I want to talk straight about this whole 50th Billboard list. I want to talk about this list. This is how I feel about the whole list that Billboard did, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion about it. This is how I feel. Billboard, the list is off was really all over the place. Not only that the list is all over the place, but just certain people that they have on the list is like, okay, why is that person on the list? Why is this person on the list? And why is this person basically on as number one? Like, if you really look at the list, like, really look at it, you got Jay-Z number one, right? This is what they did with the whole thing with Rolling Stone. Same BS they doing with this list is the same BS they did with the Rolling Stone list. Like, here's my thing, right? Why is Billboard, Rolling Stone, or any of these publications that are not hip-hop affiliated are doing hip-hop lists? And the people, now don't get me wrong, I like Biggie. Don't get me wrong, I like Biggie. But Ready to Die should not have been number one on that list. Was it? I think Ready to Die was number one on the Rolling Stone list. Like, it's so many great albums that were 10 times better than Ready to Die. Life After Death is Biggie's best album. This Billboard list, you have 50 MCs, 50 rappers. Why is Jay-Z number one? Now, for people that like Jay-Z, cool. But why is Jay-Z number one on a 50th rapper list? So we're going to forget about Nas. We're going to forget about Tupac. We're going to forget about LL, Slick Rick, Ghostface Killer. We have so many rappers that should have been high on that list. You put Pac number 4. How you gonna put Pac number 4 and put Jay-Z number 1? Pac has been going since 1996, 27 years. It will make 27 years since he's been going, right? And you put this guy at number 4 and you put Jay-Z over him. Pac is an international known artist. He is still ahead of the pop culture. Every artist that came after him copied the Tupac ethos. Every artist. Whether it's Nas, whether it's 50, whether it's Prodigy, whether it's DMX, everybody that came in the game followed the Tupac ethos. Every artist. So when you put Jay-Z as number 1, like, what artist has copied Jay-Z style? Like, I get it. People want to go with Jay-Z because what? Because he's the head of Rock Nation. His wife is Beyonce. Like, what is we really like placing this? Because in my opinion, I don't feel like Jay-Z meets the quotas to be number 1 on a top 50 list. He just don't meet. No disrespect, but he just doesn't meet it. You know, certain rappers that are put on these lists shouldn't be on these lists. It just is what it is. And if we're going to be honest, you know, Jay-Z shouldn't be number 1. Number 10, if you want to put him number 10, that's cool. But number 1, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. That's a stretch to put him as number 1. Because he's not solidified in the game to be number 1. And my beef is, why Ja Rule's not on that list? Ja had a great career. Fuck all, forget about, the issues with him in 50. Like, Ja had a big presence coming in the game. I always say that it's 2 guys in the game, in my opinion, that a lot of rappers took their style. Ja, Mace. They don't get a lot of credit. Ja and Mace don't get a lot of credit. They was ahead of their time. And a lot of rappers took from Mace. A lot of rappers took from Ja. You know? So, not to have Ja Rule in there is a slap in the face. I don't know if they don't got Mace in there, but not to have Ja Rule in there is a slap in the face. Because Ja had a great career. And this is why I say a lot of these lists that these people be creating that's not a part of the culture shouldn't be creating any lists because they don't know nothing about hip-hop. Because the people that they put on these lists, it's like, come on, man. Jay-Z #1, really? This is what they did with Ready to Die. Like, Ready to Die #1. Like, if you're going to put an album #1, you got to put Illmatic #1. You know, you got to put All Eyes on Me #1. You know, you got to put certain hip-hop masterpieces as #1 or #2 and #3. When you start putting dudes that just put any and every album on a list, it's like, come on, bro. A lot of these albums is not classics. Now these albums don't got, like, certain these current albums, they don't have the same trajectory of sound that certain albums have. And my beef is, like, these publications should never put Jay-Z #1 because, in my opinion, he's not a #1 rapper. He's not #1 on no top 50, no top 5 or no top 10. I don't think he's #1. There's other artists that are #1, #2, #3, #4, #5, and top 10s. If you want to go top 10s, there's a lot of other artists that are top 10 rappers. Jay is, I would say, top 20, maybe slight top 10. But it's other rappers better than Jay-Z. So not to put Tupac or Nas as #1, that's a slap in the face, bro. It's really a slap in the face. You know, not to put Slick Rick or, you know, greatest, you know, rappers that are storytellers. Like we really got the culture effed up, for real. The culture's effed up because we're allowing anybody to dictate and make lists, and it's like, come on, man. This is the 50th year of hip-hop. You got to go back to the essence and really go back to the roots, because how is Jay-Z over Tupac? How is Jay-Z over Nas? You know what I'm saying? How is Jay-Z over a lot of rappers? You know what I'm saying? But the two that come to mind is Nas and Pac. Like, how is he over Pac and Nas? You know what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z didn't get popping until 2001. Until the 2000s. And that was because of Blueprint. Other than that, Jay-Z was just like every other rapper that was in that era. It was nothing special about Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z wasn't in the conversation when Pac was alive. Nas was, but Jay wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, that's like, damn, man. Y'all really just gonna act like Jay was this dude. Like, even with no disrespect, I love Big. But if we gonna put Big, Ready to Die #1, that's like, come on, bro. It's other classic albums that were better than Ready to Die. Ready to Die was a good album, but Ready to Die wasn't a classic like that. Ready to Die is very dated, very outdated, and Ready to Die is an album that, if you listen to it sonically, it's not as great as Life After Death. Life After Death, in my opinion, is Biggie's best work. It was a 2-disc. It was a damn good album, well produced. Flow-wise, storytelling-wise, it was advanced. You know what I'm saying? And Biggie was ahead of his time with that album. And I always say that was Big's best album. If you're going to put an album, a Biggie album, #1, you should have put Life After Death over Ready to Die. But, hey, people go with I always say they always go with the overrated and the generic answers and the generic people. You know, Jay-Z is #1 on the top 50 rappers. Is generically corny and overrated. How is he #1 over Pac, and how is he #1 over Nas? How is he #1 over Ghostface? You know, over Scarface, you know, and many other rappers. But how is he just the two? I'm saying that he's over Nas and Pac. That's kind of a slap in the face. it's kind of a slap in the face, because I feel like Nas has showed time and time again he's kept himself relevant. He's gracefully aged correctly as an artist, and he's given great projects with the King's Disease. And Tupac has been dead since 1996, and he still reigns supreme. So Jay-Z over them two it's ridiculous. I'm just being honest. It's what it is. And the thing that I don't understand, why they acting like Ja Rule wasn't that dude. Like, I don't know, man. Jay-Z better than Pac and Nas is just, it's blasphemy.
This video, please make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Make sure we get into the algorithm. Like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and hit the notification bell. It's your boy Bullis Gotti Show, 2 Queen.